Come one, come all to the greatest show on earth with three of the world wonders. The Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
News, politics, escándalo, sports, current events, all things worth ranting about, and much more. These tres gorditos will blow your mind. All right, welcome back to Rantology 101. We're back in session. So anybody wants to check us out, make sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter at The Three Guys Rant. Website is the3guysrant.com. Call us at 855-69-3-GUYS. Again, 855-69-3-GUYS. And this time we're coming to you from the My Condom Club studios. The walls are made of rubber here. Yeah, we're going to go with that one. So I just want to say...
Is that why the seat is slippery?
Oh, that's a little lubed right there. But, I just want to start off. I don't know what the hell's going on in America. We have hackers.
You never have known.
We have hackers, being able to run you off the road. We have political race, which just reminds me of the circus. We have the NBA that wants to start charging them $6.99 to watch a basketball game next season. Are we just a laughingstock to the rest of the world now?
No.
We're not?
No, that just shows how little you know about the rest of the world.
Oh, please do tell.
Because everyone else is just as honked up as we are. Everything is, it's just the way things go. They're all cyclical. The problem is now...
Cyclical. How do you spell that?
Yeah. You get your information from highlights. We've already established that. So your generation reads the highlights. And the problem is the media knows that they're becoming so forgotten of an industry that everything is over-sensationalized.
Like the way Kim Kardashian's feet looked in the heels last night?
Yeah, stupid crap like that. I mean, look, it's gone so far to the opposite side, and rarely, everybody knows, and if you've ever listened to this show, you know I rarely agree with Mike, because it drives me crazy.
He hasn't said anything today for you to agree with.
Hold on. But one of the things that happened in the last 7 days that drives me absolutely nuts is that lunatic Caitlyn Jenner, nut job, gets the ESPY award over a ball player with cancer who went to help her team win the championship. Are you kidding me?
And a veteran who's competing on CrossFit, and actually competed in a 58-hour event and won.
So let me stress, okay,
with two artificial limbs.
Okay, Mike and I are as pro LGBT as we love all lesbians. We've got plenty of homosexual friends. I don't want to hear anybody's BS that we're against him because he came out as a woman. I don't care that he came out as a woman.
Just as a side note, there's a few trannies out there that
you've had encounters with.
After a few beers.
Hey, they're pretty damn good looking. So I have nothing against anybody's choices. I'm okay with it. But
I'm the first one to say I love lesbians.
Okay, so he wasn't brave. He put on a dress. There are a lot of young people that get bullied in school. They suffer. Some of these poor kids kill themselves or driven to suicide attempts.
Right.
The bullying on Facebook. Okay, a lot of that is tragic. I agree. I mean, and people still aren't ready for it. No, I'm good. But I don't know that he's a hero. Just because he's high profile, he's a hero, but he's more of a hero, to Mike's point, than a vet and somebody that had cancer. Kiss my ass. You know what? I don't want to hear it.
Without the second part of your statement, let me ask you that, because it's a Lifetime Courage Award?
It's the Arthur Ashe.
And Arthur Ashe was gay.
Right.
It was one of he came out as when the tennis player. But that's what I'm saying. It's for bravery. So at the time when Arthur Ashe came out, he was a black man.
Oh, that's a lot of double negatives right there.
I mean, just saying it. It was in the 60s, right, Mikey? 60s, early 70s?
70s.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah.
So for a black man to come out gay in sports like that, that was courageous back then.
Right.
Okay. But for Caitlyn to put on a dress when he's the father of the nut job Kardashian class, that's not courageous.
So is that where the dots get connected? Because I had a different question for you. I mean, if it's a life or if it's a courage award, I don't know. I mean, I'm great that he's happy. I'm great that he's comfortable in his own skin. But the only thing that I question is I don't know how courageous it is to go 3/4 of your life hiding. And then, in your twilight years to finally do all that.
That's a whole separate issue. I mean, people don't want to deal with it. They're trapped in the other. But that's what I'm saying. There's a whole ton of psychological issues.
That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't it have been more courageous if he would have done it when he had just won the gold medal?
Maybe. But what I'm saying, again, where I'm going with it, though, that in 2015, I don't see the courage. Not over a cancer survivor who helped their team. Especially when we're talking about sports.
I agree.
Okay? If he had worn a dress and heels and won the Olympic medals, okay, that's courageous.
I would have paid to see that.
Okay. But all of a sudden now, because he's got the legs for it, he wants to be a woman. But to Mike's point, he doesn't cut off his junk, so he's not making the full transformation.
No, God! No,
Okay,
God,
had a
please,
correction.
no!
Apparently, Arthur Ashe was not gay. He
Oops.
received the HIV virus through a blood transfusion he received during a heart bypass surgery.
Oh, is that what it
in the
was?
80s.
Okay,
He died in 92.
so there you go.
Hmm.
So he wasn't gay, but again, so I was bothered. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. I mean, the whole thing now is over sensationalized. And I think, and I mean, and even some of the ESPN commentators, the guys that I respect, were against.
Yeah, Bob
They-
Costas was one of
They
them.
were saying, "Are you kidding me? This isn't courageous. This isn't something sports related."
in front of the camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good
he,
for
he
them.
was
Yeah, yeah.
chastised.
Good for them.
Actually, Bob Costas. People came after him,
He was wearing the belt.
but he was saying that that ESPN was just sensationalizing it for ratings.
Oh, I can totally see that. Absolutely. But I do got to say, I was a little confused
We know you are, mijo.
while,
That's
while
okay.
he was
Well,
on stage. For different reasons.
okay, and again, that's fine. So again, he's an attractive tranny, whatever.
I got to say, I felt a little wood looking, and then I heard the voice, and
Okay.
then like it was just.
All I'm
it was dead.
saying is, I'm just where I'm going with it is how the story started.
Look at the
okay?
look on the engineer.
The media is so sensationalized now. We don't even get real news anymore
Right.
because they know that they're losing viewers. They know that the younger people don't care, so
Right.
everything has to be so over the top.
Right. It's just like the coverage on Trump.
Right.
It's the same thing. The guy's not talking anything of substance. He
There's
has
your-
not
there's your
proposed.
segue, baby.
He hasn't proposed anything at all on what he would do. They're talking about immigration. Oh, I will fix immigration. Okay, how? I will fix immigration. Mexicans love me. What about the
I love
Iran deal? Oh, I can deal with him. I'm a great negotiator. This guy doesn't know crap. All right.
Where do you stand on the whole? I was waiting for you for the John McCain thing.
I mean, it's all that is.
No, but okay.
D-
But
does
the,
he-
the definition of a war hero, according that's what Trump is standing behind.
Somebody who has 5 deferments shouldn't talk anything about veterans at
Hey,
all.
bro,
Period.
He had a bone spur, wasn't it?
He needs
Did-
to.
didn't his ankle
he needs to
hurt?
have a bone up his ass. That's what he needs because he's a freaking lunatic and an idiot. How can he? How is he qualified to even talk about vets issues? Oh, I love vets. I'm gonna do this for the vets. I'm gonna do this for the vets. Yeah, but when it was your turn to put on the uniform, you post out. So shut the hell up. All right.
You seem a
he
little
should
angry about
apologize.
this
He
one,
should
man.
apologize to McCain and the other vets, man, because he's a moron. It'd be like Dick Cheney talking about helping the vets. Another moron with I don't know how many, like 6 deferments. People like that shouldn't be qualified to talk about vets. As a matter of fact, they shouldn't qualify to be president.
Okay, but then we come back on Obama. You know, voted for him twice. He didn't serve.
Okay, but he had no deferments. He wasn't called up, so
Okay.
you got to give those people a pass.
So you're
But
saying
the
as
people
long
that were called
as-
and try to get out of it or got out of it, don't talk. Keep your mouth shut.
so you're okay with it as long as they don't bring up the subject if
Yeah.
they didn't serve.
If
No,
he
no, that's not what he's saying.
if he start talking that smack in front of me, I'll
He's
punch
saying that
that.
Obama was never part of the draft.
Yeah, he
Okay.
wasn't. Yeah.
You know, there was no. So
He didn't
where-
weasel out.
Right.
Okay.
I'd freaking punch Trump so hard his toupee will fall off, man.
Hey, it's
You know what?
It's an orangutan.
That's a hell of a segue because I don't know if you've
Telling
heard.
you.
I don't know if you've heard this, but there's a story it's gotten some attention. 15 things, and I won't go through all 15 things, but 15 things that look like Donald Trump. Number one, who wore it better, Donald Trump or the Zir of Corn? And Alan, I don't know if you can try to find these, but this is pretty funny. He does look like the corn. Number two, Donald Trump or a troll doll.
Hold on. Let Alan find the pictures. Mike, did you happen to see this week on Sunday when he was being interviewed by Martha Raddatz?
No.
I got to give her credit. I thought she was going to lose it on screen because at one point he's such a jerk off that she's trying to get definitive answers from him. And then when she's saying, okay, but you're trying to say that John McCain's not a war hero? He hasn't done anything for the vets. That's not the question. You know, she was trying to keep him on point, and he's such a scumbag.
Right.
There's a year of corn.
We'll be right back after this break. You listen to the Three Guys Rant.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
Looking for some swag? Make sure to check out monsterclothing.com. They got everything from V-necks, t-shirts, hoodies, baby dolls. And remember, custom orders are always welcome, and much more. They're just not on the site yet. www.monsterclothingco.com or call them at 888-49-MONSTER. 888-49-MONSTER. Hablamos español. Doo-doo-doo!
That needs to get noticed. Your ideas need a great website. And at Infuse, we build simple, clean, and efficient websites. We believe that even the wildest ideas should come to life in a beautiful way. We build responsive sites, e-commerce sites, and even help with business email setup and search engine optimization. Every great idea needs a great website. Start your new look today. Check us out at www.infuse.com. That's www.enfuse.com, or call us at 800-542-4783. Again, that's 800-542-4783. Infuse, we get it done.
This is Becca Bateau. When I'm not reading 50 Shades of Grey and driving men crazy, I spend my time dreaming about the three guys rant: Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Yeah, right.
All right, we're back from the break, and just in case you missed it in the last segment, we all think that Trump is a blowhard and a douche. I just want to make sure that there was no confusion to think anybody missed that.
He's gonna fall off that
We shall
pedestal
overcome.
he's in soon.
That's funny.
We shall overcome, baby. I like it.
People are gonna realize sooner or later that he's not talking any issues, and that's it. They're gonna move on, man.
But you do realize that he's in the lead. He's at 24.
Wait.
Do you realize that the election is a year and a half away?
Look at that. Look at that picture, man. Even the cats love him.
You know.
Again, for anybody that's listening, make sure to check out the3guysrant.com and you can see the video stream.
Help me remember. He gave out somebody's phone number the other day.
Lindsey Graham.
Thank you. Lindsey Graham's having to get a new phone because Trump's so afraid of it. And what's funny, what did Trump call him? Did he call him a jackass or an idiot? I think he said
Lindsey Graham
Yes.
called him a jackass.
Right.
So his rebuttal was like, let me give her number out.
His.
Right.
Right.
That's the thing. Instead of challenging the guy
childish.
on issues, he goes after, let me give his phone call. His
Trump,
phone number.
And to Mike's point, Trump, who has all the press right now following him,
That's a disgusting donut.
he should say, you know what, let's debate one-on-one right now, because the news will
Right.
follow it. He'll get his own
Right.
private debate.
Right.
So, like, Mike, if he had two real brain cells, he could get the media to have an impromptu debate going on right now, but he won't. So he gives out the phone number because somebody called him a jackass.
Wait, what's funny is this morning they interviewed one of his.
If we call him a jackass right now, will he give out the phone number to the station?
Hopefully.
let's call him a moron and a jackass.
Wait. By the way, do you see that George Lopez is in the running to take over Celebrity Apprentice?
Really?
Yeah. So let's talk about sensationalization.
Did you see what he had the crowd chanting
so
this weekend?
So NBC is brilliant because they, whether it's true or not, somebody has leaked that they want George Lopez to take over The Apprentice, which is perfect. Put a Mexican there.
So let me get this straight. So now the challenges are going to be selling corn at the park.
Whatever, dude. I don't know why you're. But what's funny is everybody who went to his Arizona concert, he started talking smack. He got them all chanting "F that puto." Okay, and
the whole crowd,
they were screaming it at the top of their lungs, loving life.
Oh man, so he's just Going across the spectrum, calling everybody that.
See, and where Lindsey Graham came out, and I really liked his statement. He says the only reason that Trump is in the lead is because he radicalized all the crazies.
Right.
And some people lost their mind because they don't think.
Now, for anybody that doesn't know who George Lopez is, make sure to check out the stream.
Oh, there's everybody knows who George Lopez is.
But what's amazing was too with damn, lost my train of thought. It was Trump. It'll come back to me. It'll come back to me.
So anyway, I think I like the whole. Now, again, I'm typically against over sensationalization, but in this particular instance,
Oh, you like this one?
I love it, and not because I'm brown, but I just think it's hysterical that this moron gets the stage, he gets all the attention.
Wait, are we
He's
talking
ahead in
about
the
George
polls.
or Donald? Oh, Donald. Okay,
Talking about
go ahead.
Donald, man.
Okay.
And so I think it's great that they're doing that. I mean,
You know,
it's-
I remember this morning on CNN, they interviewed one of his major supporters about Trump, and they were asking him, okay, so what is his platform? Well, he'll lay that out soon. What does the Trump administration look like? Well, he'll do whatever he sets out to do. But what does that mean? What's the platform? Well, we're not sure yet. It's like, really? That's the people he puts out in front of the press? That's why he goes. He's a joke. That's why Huffington Post, son of a decided to now cover him in the entertainment section, not in the politics section.
Right.
And he's losing his mind over that.
she's cute as hell too. When she comes out and talks, that accent of hers.
Yeah.
Is
Ariana-
it anything like Mikey's?
Ariana- No, it's not as sexy.
Do you even know who Ariana Huffington is?
Yeah.
You have no clue, do you?
She goes on tour with the other Ariana.
She's a beautiful older lady.
This was probably thinking Ariana Grande.
Right.
Yeah, the one that's like this big.
No, Ariana Huffington. Anyway, she's brilliant. I love the way she speaks and she comes across.
Is that part of the first part of the Huffington Post?
You understand that she founded, owns, and
Okay,
is,
then
is the
I've seen a picture of her.
Like the only other woman who I think is sexier than her is
Hillary Clinton?
Christiana Amanpour.
Alan, can you find a picture of Ariana Huffington, please?
Not Grande. So,
And if
anyway,
you're streaming, you can log on and look at what we're looking at on screen.
so I'm going to say this. The other thing, too, though, that I want to go on record is, I know, in case you missed it, Trump's a douche. But the whole thing with the vets, I was bothered by that. That I wouldn't just, I don't care what he said. He can be racist. He can be an idiot. He can be a bigot. But he's got some balls to live in this country, tout the American flag, say that because, and we'll talk about,
She's a good-looking woman.
the 4 Marines that passed last week because of some lunar, 5, I'm sorry.
No, 4 and 1 sailor.
And one sailor passed. We'll talk about them in a second. But then this jackhole says, oh, President Obama took too long to lower the flag at the White House. All of my property's flags will be at half-mast. I wish they'd take all those masts and stick them somewhere up to Trump. But anyway, so
Up his ass, preferably.
I found it offensive. I found it demeaning. And again, party affiliation aside, there's certain things you can't say about John McCain.
No, that's true. I mean, even people who disagree with his politics will never question his service.
Not to this country.
But by the way, I just want to put this out there in case El Chapo's listening. Donald Trump will be visiting the Texas-Mexico border tomorrow. Just saying.
Hey, you're right down the street.
In case you want to interview him, give him your thoughts about what he said.
Isn't he in South America right now? I had heard that they
Doesn't matter.
tracked down a plane or something.
I thought you said we're worldwide, man. We're listening everywhere.
He can.
Oh,
reach-
yeah. I'm
he
not
can-
talking about us. I'm talking about him.
No, but El Chapo can reach out and touch anybody anywhere in the world.
I do believe that. Now, I don't know how to pronounce the gentleman's name. It's a new candidate that I heard about this morning. John
Kasich?
Yes. Now, if I'm understanding correctly, his whole platform is being built on if you're black, if you're brown, or if you're poor, then I'm your guy.
Okay, I mean, that's not a bad platform to run right now. The way the country's feeling.
So you're okay with it?
I don't know that he actually said that,
I saw it this morning.
but he said that.
Yes.
You're paraphrasing.
Yeah.
But to Mike's point, it's not a bad platform
right.
because the country is right now. I mean, again, if you think about what do we hear every day? The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. There's a lot of racial tensions. We saw what went on with the Confederate flag.
Right.
We see idiots like Donald Trump making, the comments. So honestly, if you're trying to get attention, and he's not saying anything racial. He's just
Right.
saying, if you're scared, if you're a minority, if you're poor, I'm your candidate because I'm going to fight for you. I don't think that's a bad way to go.
So he's reaching out to the 99%.
Absolutely.
much.
Yes. So
Interesting.
it's because he didn't say only if you're black vote for me, no Mexicans, or I'm I don't like Asians. He didn't say anything like that.
Do we have any idea what number of I guess the demographic group of who got Obama into office? Do we know if it was black, brown,
Across the board.
white?
Across the board.
Because it was different.
Actually, who got him elected were white people. Those are the people that vote the most.
Right?
And because, but what was different this time was the way they did the micro campaigns.
Okay.
It was community-based campaigning, and they went to people and spoke to the people who would vote. As opposed to, the whole thing was about change. The whole thing was about hope. But the micro campaigning resonated with a lot of the local voters in each precinct.
And they would ask people for $3 donations.
Oh, not like what's the name? The Reverend Dollar.
We'll take your $3 donations here at the Three Guys Rant. We'll be right back after this break. That needs to get noticed, your ideas need a great website. And at Infuse, we build simple, clean, and efficient websites. We believe that even the wildest ideas should come to life in a beautiful way. We build responsive sites, e-commerce sites, and even help with business email setup and search engine optimization. Every great idea needs a great website. Start your new look today. Check us out at www.infuse.com. That's www.enfuse.com, or call us at 800-542-4783. Again, that's 800-542-4783. Infuse, we get it done. ProTech Carpet and Tile Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, and grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs. We aren't just cleaning experts, we are restoration experts. We have saved our customers hundreds or even thousands of dollars on new flooring and upholstery expenses after we restored what they thought was permanent soil and damage. We are professionally trained and certified technicians. We specialize in damage restoration caused by heavy soil, odor, spot removal such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, oil, paint, nail polish, and many more. If you want the best in home cleaning and professional services, call us today at 562-447-4300. We are ProTech.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
Hey everybody, it's Kiara Lynn Ford, and I'm listening to Rant Radio Network.
All right, welcome back to the Three Guys Rant, coming to you live from the My Condom Club studios. Make sure to check them out at www.mycondomclub.com.
That's right. You don't even have to go to the store to buy rubbers anymore.
That's right. So
Every time I go, they always run out of magnums. So I'm glad I found mycondomclub.com. Anyways, we're talking about.
freaking moron, man.
All right, let's talk about the Chattanooga gunman.
Okay.
I'm bothered that they feel the need to determine whether or not he was radicalized. So I'm not going to use the loser's name because, again, I'm glad they killed him. I'm only sorry they were only able to kill him once. I was bothered, that he went to a recruiting center.
He went to a recruiting center first, shut out the windows, and then he went to the reserve center. and that's where he killed the Marines on the cellar.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. But even at the reserve center, most of them are unarmed.
Everybody's unarmed, always.
And what bothers me is how these individuals, which are terrorists, no other word for them, they talk about their bravery. You see them on camera sometimes saying, "Oh, send the U.S." But these cowards never go toe to toe.
Yeah, because they can't.
I
mean, that is the definition of terrorism. They'll do attacks here and there, but they're never going to face an armed force.
And what's funny though is how the FBI says they're trying to determine if he was radicalized. I'm like, what the hell does that matter? This lunatic, in the name of whatever he believed in, killed these Marines, 4 Marines and 1 sailor, for no other reason than some BS because he went to Jordan, and from Jordan he went over somewhere else. And
he was radicalized, man. It's terrorism. It's terrorism that's happening here, and we're going to see a lot more of it.
Well, what drives me crazy, if you hate this country so much, get the hell out. That goes for everybody.
Saying.
That goes for everybody.
Even when I was in, I was always wondering how come we don't carry weapons on base? The only ones who are armed on base are the MPs.
But isn't that because you guys drink a lot and get a little angry and they didn't want you guys shooting?
I mean, no, but it's only during working hours.
Yeah, but
you log them out in the morning. I mean, because in our case, since I was infantry, I mean, we were dealing with weapons every day, regardless. We just didn't have live ammo, except when we went to the field. So why not arm them?
Throw guns at each other.
We beat each other with an M16, man. Why don't they allow in today's time let these guys on base be armed? That's it. Simple. Just one clip. And,
but would it have made a difference? This guy came out of nowhere. Again, callously shot
them.
Well,
but the moment you hear shots,
you grab.
Marines don't run.
Right.
They run towards the fire. So we're going to look at what's going on. And we see some lunatic shooting, we're going to shoot back.
See, the only thing that I wish they would do more of is on those type of situations. I mean, again, only you serve, so you would know better whether or not they should be armed. But I've seen on all those installations, I don't care how small, I'd like snipers up there. Because these guys can sit there for 8 hours out of whack.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, there should be a line in the sand. Okay? If they see something, and it's a big giant signs, you cross that line and you look wrong, we're just going to put a bullet in you.
Yeah, but the thing is, a sniper wouldn't really work because he'll have to see weapons. He'd have to see something happening before he shoots.
Set a line in the sand.
They should just be armed inside.
Set a line in the sand. So when you get some drunk college kid who wants to play chicken, well, that's only going to happen once.
I see. So if they're playing football and the ball just happens to land on that side of the line.
Why would you play football in the front of an installation where it says, do not cross this line or you will be shot, and put it in 12 languages?
Because there's stupid people out there.
So what?
They should put, if they're not going to let them be armed, at least at the recruiting centers, they should at least put bulletproof glass on all of them.
Yeah. Well, that's what they were talking about.
With a buzzer. You're at the door, we got to buzz you in.
See, but to me, that pisses me off so much. I mean, you're talking about a recruiting center for people that want to serve this country, and now they got to buzz you in because you might be a radical?
Because that's the world we live in today.
That buzzer might be the difference between somebody walking in and leaving.
You know what's getting sadder is that then you have a lot of the individuals who, okay, they're law-abiding, they're in this country, they have nothing to do with all the radical Islam, they have nothing to do with it. But I remember about 20 years ago when the first Gulf War, and a lot of the Sikhs, boy, they got harassed left and right because people were so ignorant they didn't know the difference between a Sikh
and an Arab,
or and so these guys were always getting abused, and that finally mellowed. I feel bad for a lot of these people that now the whole cycle is going to come back because you got these lunatics out there that people don't know the difference.
Yeah, no, you know what? Somebody, it was a politician, laid out a plan, or not a proposal, if you will, that he was saying, why don't we just put all these radicals in camps like we did with the Japanese? If somebody out of your mosque comes out and kills people or bombs somewhere, the whole mosque, we're going to round everybody up. Because somehow, somewhere, he got that message. And you know what? I'll be all for it, man.
What's funny?
I don't give a crap.
I'm drawing a blank on her name. The woman who wrote Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling. She came out. I don't know if you saw. She had a pretty strongly worded article that talked about that. That she's saying that means though, we'd have to then cage up all the Christians because you've got everything that was done in. It's one of those things
in the Crusades.
But
come on now, that was 500-600 years ago. Give me a break.
You can't blame an entire mosque for 3 lunatics.
No, the problem is every lunatic that does these kinds of acts is a Muslim. There's those far off like McVeigh and all of those that are homegrown, homebred, and that's different. But these guys, people say, "Oh, you can't
Self-police.
right? No, yeah, they can't self-police, and people say, "Oh, you can't blame an entire religion." And you know what? Yes, you can. Okay, because every single one of those people that commit attacks reads the same book that all of these other idiots read, the Quran. Okay, so yes, you can marginalize a whole community. I don't give a crap. If you don't like it, get the F out. That's it.
Okay.
Simple. I got nothing.
Neither do I. Like I said, Mike went over there to fight. So if you're gonna serve, you're gonna serve him. If somebody wants to dispute it, let
Freaking
him call
ridiculous that we got to change our way of life, and because they think we're here. Oh no, well, we don't like this. We don't like that.
So you're
Screw
basing
that.
it on religion, not
Yes.
ethnicity.
No, religion, not ethnicity.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I got nothing.
I don't care. I don't care if
I just
you're.
want to make sure because I'm like we kind of lump in Mexican with what
No,
you're saying.
I don't
but
care.
it's
I don't
completely
care
different.
if you're white and look like a Mormon, but you're a Muslim. You're a Muslim. As far as I'm concerned, you're a potential terrorist. Period.
It's a pretty broad spectrum. That's 1 billion people. We're saying.
Let's nuke them.
around the world.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's a lot of collateral damage there.
it's ridiculous, man. These people go to great lengths to, and especially attack us here because they don't like our beliefs. Come on, man. If you don't like our beliefs, what the hell are you doing here?
Looking for a moment of weakness to try to hurt somebody.
Yeah, but see, the sad part is those aren't moments of weakness. I mean, here in America, we try to live our lives
Freely.
You don't go to the park unless you're in South Central. You don't go to the park and think, okay, is there a sniper up in the trees about to take us all out?
Well, you see, it's funny that you say that because
you said that too.
Because when I was in elementary school, again, I grew up in the ghetto. There was, I think, a good 18 months that we weren't allowed to play outside in the yard. We used to have our recess inside because there was so many drive-bys. So it's exactly that.
That's what I'm saying. But that was the ghetto, and I understand. I mean,
But
there were issues that they were trying to work through.
The other point too is, seriously, when I take my kid to the movies, I'm looking around, man. I want to sit up in the nosebleeds.
But is that
and
based
I
off of because you were in the service or because of
No,
everything
because
going on
of
in
the
the
different
world?
things that's going on.
I agree with you. The other day, I took all three, my 2 nephews and my niece. We went to a movie, and it was extremely crowded.
Right.
It was one of the cartoons. I forget which one. But yeah, you're right. It's sad now. I mean, I'm not necessarily profiling because I don't care who's there, but I am looking at the crowd. I'm sitting at the edge. And what's funny is people, they used to say, oh, look for the emergency exit for the fire. Fire my ass.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about somebody dropping a cigarette.
Okay, but let me
I
ask
want to know how to get those 3 kids
Right.
through that door
Okay.
as quickly as I can.
But America's such a melting pot. Who exactly do you profile? What happened with
What part of I didn't? That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not profiling because to Mike's point, I don't know. I'm not looking for a beard. I'm not looking
Right.
for I forget. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend you. But whatever the Sikhs wear on their hats, I'm not looking for that. I'm
for
seeing
just a
general-
crazy?
No, I'm looking for my escape route or how to cover the kids.
You're a big boy. I'm sure you can cover up.
Yeah.
This is the Three Guys Rant. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Stick.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
That needs to get noticed. Your ideas need a great website. And at Infuse, we build simple, clean, and efficient websites. We believe that even the wildest ideas should come to life in a beautiful way. We build responsive sites, e-commerce sites, and even help with business email setup and search engine optimization. Every great idea needs a great website. Start your new look today. Check us out at www.infuse.com. That's www.enfuse.com, or call us at 800-542-4783. Again, that's 800-542-4783. Infuse, we get it done.
Buenos dias, buenas tardes, and a big old howdy, y'all. This is the Red Mexican Alex Raimundo with my amigos, the Three Guys Ranting, not to be confused with Three Guys Panting. That was me outside your window the other night, ladies.
Welcome back to the Three Guys Rant. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at the Three Guys Rant. Check out our website at the3guysrant.com. Call us at the3guysrant.com. Call us at 855-69-3-GUYS. Again, 855-69-3-GUYS. And Phil, I have a question for you. Is the Kardashian train ever going to come to a stop?
My girlfriend Chloe got a talk show.
That's where I was going with it. It's Cocktails with Chloe, all K's. And are we that desperate now?
What part? Have you not listened
What's
to our shows?
What's going on now?
Chloe got a talk show.
She got a talk show because we are in such desperate need of having a hit talk show.
On what channel?
I don't know. Do you know? Is it?
No, I don't.
Is it a cable channel or is it?
I have no
like a
idea.
mainstream?
I just heard about it this morning. I was watching the news.
Yeah, I'll Google it for the listeners, just so Arvin, who comes in with no information.
Yeah, I had Cocktails with Chloe, all K's. I'm surprised they didn't throw in created Cocktails with Chloe, so it would have been the KKK. But yeah, I guess.
By the way, it's. I was trying to figure out where the hell he's getting the KKK.
Right.
Cocktails with Chloe.
That's what they said. That's what the show's gonna be called.
Moron. Where are the three KKKs? How about Chloe?
Did you hear? You obviously didn't hear what I said. I said if they threw in another K, in there would be KKK.
You mean so the show?
So it's just the two Ks.
So you mean the show that's called Chloe Kardashian Cocktails, the KKK?
Oh, there you go.
Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called.
With all K's.
Yes.
That's what it's showing here. Hold on.
That's smart advertising right there.
Yeah, for the KKK.
Wow, she looks good. Well, you know, the KKK marched over the last week. And I saw you post a picture about the black officer that was helping the guy.
Stand by. Okay, they're not that stupid. So it is going to be Cocktails with Chloe.
Got it.
On the FYI network.
All of a sudden, I know my information.
And you know what's sad?
Good, it's an obscure network.
Well, no, it used to be the Biography Channel.
I know, man.
One of my favorite. Now they're putting this.
Oh, that was.
I know. In my lineup, you got to subscribe to that channel.
Well, it's gone.
No, the FYI.
Oh, well,
you can't just tune into it. I don't know.
Anymore. It used to be the Biography
Does it
Channel.
say what they're? Because I'm sure she must have made a good chunk of change.
They're not going to post that yet.
So yeah, it's they're saying that there is no big talk show host. I guess the last one I can think of is Jerry Springer, and I don't even know if he's still on there.
What are you talking about?
Not a talk show host. Ellen rules the airwaves.
Ellen is there, man.
For you,
Steve Harvey has a good following on his show.
You know what? I've hated him for years, but now since he came out with Celebrity Family Feud, he's on my good side again. He's on my good
I want
side.
you to go back and listen to all these episodes, man, and then you see why we make fun of you.
Yeah, there's a couple.
I
of
know
people
he's
out
been
there.
on TV. I'm just saying, Family
that other lady that she looks like a tranny, but she's not. Wendy Williams.
Oh, I thought you could say RuPaul.
No, she's got a decent following on her show too. There's a few people out there.
Yeah,
So I don't know what
those
the hell
are
you're
real
talking
shows.
about.
Arvin's talking about the crap.
Yeah, gossip and crap.
You know who I don't even know how he gets up in the morning? Is Jerry Springer.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Arvin.
And Maury Povich. There are two shows.
Oh, I was gonna say I just roll over Mike to get up.
I don't know how. I mean, I watched the other day because I was home and somebody had it on.
But does Jerry still have a show, a daily show?
I thought he did.
He might. I don't know. I know that he was gonna stop at 19, but I know for a fact he got his 20 years in.
So what's
I don't
funny
know if he's
though
still
is that
doing it.
we were waiting for something and somebody that was there at the house was watching it, and I got about 3 or 4 minutes in, but I swear, Maury looked like his eyes were glazed over, and almost like like
he's in disgust.
God, just kill me now, please. Let one of the lights fall on me.
Because he used to have a good show, but then it turned into a hybrid of Jerry Springer and TMZ.
Because of people like you.
Yeah,
because
I
of ratings.
I hated even watching that aspect of the show.
So because of ratings. Even in Spanish television, there's this judge, just Polo, whatever. Yeah, Polo is her name. She used to have a really good show, a la The People's Court. And it was real cases, and she would bring, like, if it had to do with kids, she would bring in child services, cops, that kind of thing. It was really good. She went off the rail, and now it's like Jerry Springer's Court.
That is
again
funny, man.
Because of ratings.
It's funny to say because that's a segue. There's the Spanish noticias, news in Spanish. The ratings have been going up. A specific one. I think it's the morning one. I can't remember what channel. It might be 34. Because the weather girl, Nálgame Dios, has such a big butt that it almost seems like they purposely tell her, hey, when you're reporting as opposed to looking at the camera, give us your backside and stand by the side.
Yeah, but that's all Mexican weather girls, man.
Is it?
Stations here, stations over there. That's all they are, man.
I couldn't even tell you what the weather's like because I don't even care what she's talking about or what she's pointing at.
Yep. But that's, again, everything is about ratings nowadays. It's not about substance. People don't want to hear that. Look at CNN. CNN is thinking about transitioning into having more TV shows versus news. They were tanking in the ratings.
They've got the anchors doing a game show.
Right. They were tanking in the ratings until they put Anthony Bourdain's show on there. And
Anthony Bourdain saved CNN?
And that's what some people say. Anthony Bourdain saved them.
No Reservation show or which show?
Kind of like it, but it's called Parts Unknown.
Well, okay, but
look
at the Travel Channel.
Great.
I can't find anything about travel. If it's not
well, yes it is, because isn't it like the world's or where can you find the best burger, where can you find the best sandwiches?
Dude, it's man versus food.
Right.
Man finds food. Man versus somebody. Man this, man that. So Adam's got like 4 shows on there that they repeat and play.
So they brought him back.
So Adam's on 4 times a day.
Not Tony Bourdain, Zimmern. Andrew Zimmern. Bizarre Foods.
Yeah.
Bizarre Foods America, and now is Delicious Foods.
So there's like 4 guys on the whole channel.
They run the whole channel.
So, by the way,
Adam Richmond, I'm assuming he forgot about the Bastion.
Well,
with the fat girl,
the series that got delayed,
right?
They finally released it, and they just finished last week. It's called Man Finds Food.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's about secret menus.
Right. Is he still thin?
Yeah, because he's not picking out this time. He's not doing challenges.
Yeah, it's just which I still miss. Those are my favorite ones.
Yeah, those
but
are
anyway,
cool.
Here it's just Man Finds Food, so he goes to places and tells you about their secret menu, off-menu items.
Well, I almost dropped the word I shouldn't have said. I don't care about that. I like knowing where he went and where you can pick out because I went to a couple of them and they were good.
No, I know, but these places that he finds now still seem very good.
So it's like,
but he'll tell you the secret menu there.
So it's like the world's biggest salad. Add this to it.
No, not like that.
It might
Regular
be,
menu.
It might be a salad,
right?
But then it's going to have foie gras, filet mignon, and maybe some kind of imported capers.
That is a lot of protein in that salad.
Well, yeah, so you got to ask for it. So
right. Apparently, McDonald's has a secret menu now.
So that's what I was going to ask you. I'm like, is that the secret menu?
Arvin covered that a year ago. The McGangbang,
Ooh,
all the ones that were there, Arvin had already touted. That was just another site looking for headlines.
I got to tell you.
But wait, let's talk about McDonald's, and that's a great segue because I was going to tell Arvin, they just came out about an hour ago.
Yeah.
That there's an internal memo that was leaked. The test went so well, it looks like they're going to go nationwide with breakfast all day.
Really?
Yeah. So that's for Arvin.
I can get my bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit for lunch?
Apparently so.
So my story wasn't so stupid 6 months ago about the San Diego location.
I didn't say the story was. I said you were.
Just my facts because I had no idea where that one location was.
Right.
That's the coolest story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane.
You know what?
Can I hear it again? Do you have time?
Since we're talking about Arvin being slow in the head.
First off, I don't think that's what we're talking about.
The Special Olympics
they're
are here in LA.
Right.
I know Arvin's got to leave soon because he's participating.
Have you seen some of those athletes? Arvin wouldn't stand a chance next to them.
But the thing is, they're here. I believe they started yesterday, the 21st to the 24th. About 1,500 of them had to sleep on the floor at Loyola Marymount because buses didn't get there. Some buses were late.
That I hadn't heard.
So people, some organizations went and took them food and blankets. But what the hell? How do you bring Special Olympics to LA?
So this
and
event
1,500
is
of them,
such a big event that nobody pre-planned?
Apparently not. And now they're
prepared?
expecting 7,000 athletes. 1,500 of them slept on the floor. That's almost a quarter of the athletes.
Why the hell didn't a local hotel pick them up?
Good question.
I mean, that's a hell of a free PR
But
there.
apparently they already got them all out to where they needed to go because they're playing in different cities. Hacienda Heights is one of the host cities, right down the street. But yeah, I read that and I was like, what the hell? And they have pictures of all these athletes on the floor, man.
That's wrong.
Some sleeping on cardboard. It's just ridiculous. Not even beds. Not even, cots.
You're talking about actual cardboard.
Yeah.
Wow, that's bad.
For the record, cardboard keeps you really warm.
Yeah, if it's on top of you, not if it's underneath you.
No, you moron. When you go camping, you're supposed to sleep on top of the cardboard so your body heat can radiate backwards.
The only camping I'm doing is glamping, okay? So I don't even know any of that. But the other thing that I'm excited about is we can't get enough sharks. Sharknado 3 came out.
Well, you know what I saw over the weekend? Forget Sharknado 3. Did you ever see Sharktopus?
That's a whole different conversation I can't have on air. My only question is, aren't they about a month late? They should have done it during Shark Week. Anyways, we'll talk about it next time. Again, this is the Three Guys Rant. Make sure to check us out each and every week at the3guysrant.com. Do we? 4, 5?
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
Real Estate Rant and AGR Realtors are proud supporters of Michael Aguilar and Associates, advocates for stroke awareness and integrative healthcare.
In February 2012, I suffered a stroke due to high blood pressure. I was rushed to the hospital where I was admitted for the next 30 days. I was initially told I may have to stay in the hospital for about 3 months, but I made rapid improvements in my recuperation and continued to improve to this day.
When Michael left the hospital, he did not have insurance to cover his rehabilitation, so he focused on integrative healthcare to get better. At the end of 2013, seeing a need for stroke awareness, Michael started his own company, Michael Aguilar and Associates, to focus on creating awareness about the dangers of high blood pressure and stroke.
If you would like more information, please call me at 562-464-7297, or you can visit my website at www.strokeawareness101.com.
Michael Aguilar and Associates, creating awareness and saving lives one person at a time.
That needs to get noticed. Your ideas need a great website. And at Infuse, we build simple, clean, and efficient websites. We believe that even the wildest ideas should come to life in a beautiful way. We build responsive sites, e-commerce sites, and even help with business email setup and search engine optimization. Every great idea needs a great website. Start your new look today. Check us out at www.infuse.com. That's www.enfuse.com. fuse.com, or call us at 800-542-4783. Again, that's 800-542-4783. And Fuse, we get it done.
Hey, what's going on? This is Frank Palangi here. You're listening to the Three Guys Rant radio show. Rock on.
All right, welcome back to the last segment of the Three Guys Rant. And apparently somebody's passing the wacky tobacco because somehow we forgot there was another segment coming up.
We did.
You did.
Well, nobody else seemed to be sure that there was one more segment.
We did.
Okay, maybe you did, but he didn't because he was asking. So again, yeah, Sharknado. We were talking about it. Haven't seen it. I saw the second one. I loved it. But it's one of those things you either love it or you hate it because it's so ridiculous and over the top. There is no seriousness to it.
You know what's amazing about your statement?
That it's awesome.
No. That
it's well spoken.
No. You categorize the movie in such a negative light as you're trying to demean it. But let me get this straight. So Fast and the Furious 7 was so true to life and down to earth and realistic.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So cars jumping building to building and then down the elevator. That's possible.
And then a car dropped from a plane or something like that?
Right. Multiple cars.
Well, I mean, I can see that because we drop tanks from planes. But
yes, but you didn't drop it, jettison the parachute, put it into second gear, and go racing down the street at 100 miles an hour.
Okay, yeah, no.
So, you know,
well, first off, that's where you're wrong because a tank can't do 100 miles an hour. Everything else is probably true.
Well, most tanks can do about 75 these days.
I know. We said 100. I know. It's okay, Phil. It's okay.
So, I'm sorry that the movie didn't live up to your realistic standards.
Sharknado?
Yeah.
I don't think it was designed to be anything realistic.
So then why do you need to cover that?
Because I just want people to know. Just sit back, grab your drink, grab your joint, and enjoy the movie. Because that's what that movie's for.
Grab a joint.
I saw a movie that made me think of you over the weekend, Mr.
This
Ochoa.
one too, huh? I didn't know she was back. I thought, oh, she did survive. Didn't they bite her arm off or something in the very beginning of the movie?
I didn't watch any of them. My nephew watches them, but I saw
Octopus?
Mr. Holmes over the weekend.
What is it?
It's the retirement of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, okay.
And Ian McKellen plays the retiring Sherlock Holmes. I think Arvin would stab his eyes out.
I want to stab my ears just hearing you talk about it, just so
you
you
would
know.
Enjoy it. Again, watching it solo, though.
You realize that he lives in a concentration camp where about 100 people live.
What part of watching solo did you not get? Anyway, I thought it was an excellent movie. Ian McKellen's one of my favorite actors, and he did a really, really good job.
When you say solo, is that because I need some lube and tissue? Or
you understand? It's not Jessica Holmes.
Oh,
it's
got it. Okay,
Mr. Holmes.
Hey, you know what? I want to do a PSA on behalf of the Rant Radio Network. If you have an Ashley Madison account, change your username and password.
And tear up your credit card.
Because they've been hacked.
And if you're using a prepaid, hide it from your spouse.
But isn't that already too late? Don't they already have the information of all 38? I didn't even know it was that high. 38 million?
Dude, they're super popular, man.
Bro, but remember, they're based in Canada. So
what, is that like the free love country?
No, but you're only thinking about the U.S. So they got U.S., Canada. They're worldwide.
I mean, 38 million, it's a big number, but it's not huge. It's not
sorry.
Facebook numbers.
How many people listen to this show?
Okay, but it's not
3.
Facebook numbers.
And they're in this room.
It's, 38 million.
By the way, let me just share with you along those lines, because I'm clueless because I've been married to the same woman for 25 years. Tinder.
Hence.
I'd heard about it or whatever.
How many people that have been on Ashley Madison said those exact words?
Fine. But I didn't know about Tinder, and I'm just saying I'd heard the name before. I mean, I'm not oblivious to it, but yesterday was the first I came across an article that had postings on what people put on Tinder. Wow, we needed that 20 years ago.
No kidding, man. The problem is we didn't have devices back then.
There were pictures of whatever, but these people would put, this is what I look like, here I am, this is where I'm located, and this is what I'm into. Are you kidding me?
Now, did the picture say this is what I look like naked?
Well, you couldn't post naked pictures.
There's no. I've seen that. I've seen an article about that. Yeah.
Good. Wow.
They're pretty. Yeah, I guess it's cool because it's to the point.
Yeah.
It's This is what I want.
How do you spell Tinder?
Not to be confused to the site you frequent the most, Grinder.
Well, you know, the other one that was on there, and I thought of Arvin, was the next article was about fur play or the furries. I was cracking up reading about people walking around with ears and bunny tails, and how when they get home from work, they put on the costume and they go into fur mode or something.
And they have these sex conventions where everybody's dressed up in a costume, man. What the hell is that about?
Did you say sex convention?
Yes.
Is this part of like the adult industry?
It is. It's
the adult
furries.
con?
Well,
no,
the furries. They're the fur con.
Their own thing.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's called FurCon, but it's furry convention.
Okay, but just to understand, this is a costume. We're not talking about women with big bushes and armpit hair.
No, costume.
What part have I just said that they're wearing bunny
Okay,
ears and
just wanna
tails?
make sure.
And
Want to make sure.
No,
Like
man.
full body costumes, man. It's like you're screwing a damn stuffed animal.
Right. Or an animal, or what do you call them? Mascots. You know, some of the people run around in mascot
I think I've
costumes
actually done that. So yes, I got to look into this.
Yeah,
You've actually done that. Whose mascot were
I
you?
plead the fifth. Let's not get into that.
I was like, look, man, I saw somewhere to stick it in, and I went for it.
Let's just say a loyal animal and peanut butter go a long way.
Wow.
That's not what we're talking about, but
anyway,
whatever rocks your boat, man.
All right, I'm going to leave that alone because that's just ridiculous.
Is that where you sometimes come in here smelling like peanut butter?
I plead the fifth on that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right. So, for those of you that were coming down to the wire here, once again, please watch the news. Enjoy the time with Donald Trump. Go George.
So you think Donald Trump's going to fizz out over the next year?
I don't think he's going to go away because he's such a loudmouth.
Well, that's obvious, but do you think his numbers are going to go down?
I think so, absolutely. When people start asking, okay, so what is the real platform?
Can a presidential candidate refuse to do debate?
He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah,
but remember, he's not going to get the nomination from one
Right.
of the parties. He can go independent, which is what, and Mike brought this up. That's what everyone's afraid of. It's the Ross Perot situation,
Right.
except on steroids. Because I didn't think Ross Perot was that crazy. I kind of liked Ross
Right.
Perot.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so I'm sometimes bothered that they put him in the same category as Ross Perot. But
So
Ross
it's
Perot,
Ross Perot on steroids with lunacy.
yes, because
sprinkled
Ross
all over it.
Perot lost Bush the election back then.
It's always
because
bad when you lose Bush.
I have to agree, man. I hate when I lose Bush. Especially when it's one Bush in hand. It's worth 2 rocks in the where? Something like that, right? You let me talk with my accent, and you speak with yours.
And that's how you finish the show.
People, don't lose your bushes.